the channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So it is the most beautiful day today. It is still a little bit chilly, which is why I've got the gilet on, but oh my god, it is absolutely stunning. The sun is shining and it's so warm when the sun is on you as well. It's just like that perfect day kind of thing when you kind of really know that spring is on its way. I won't say spring is here because this happens every year. We get a nice day, I get all excited, and then we get one more frost. So I don't want to get too excited about things, but I'm just gonna enjoy the day for what it is. So while the weather is nice, I'm gonna make it a bit of an organising day kind of thing, getting the shed done. I tried to go and get a post to do the P frame, but or the climbing frame, sorry, but they didn't have any in stock, so I may try and go back tomorrow and get one then. But yeah, I thought today we could kind of take all of this shed apart. I'll quickly show you what I mean, but and we'll go from there. So as you can see, there's just kind of like stuff everywhere. It's just like I need to break all this cardboard down. I really need to go through this because what I want to do is put a shelf here, and I'm actually going to put this shelving unit into the polytunnel and use it for I'm going to put kind of like some waterproof something across this, and I'm actually going to use it for like seedlings and things because I just don't have the room at home to do it. So we've got the garden, but we just don't really get any sun where I would need it to go, like the shelving. So I thought we could move this into the polytunnel in the next few weeks and kind of use it for all of the seedlings that are coming up, and then it'll be off the floor then. But yeah, gonna get all of this organised, all of this. I need to go through these boxes as well and just kind of see. And then what I do want to do is kind of get this last bit done. So I'm actually going to take all the pallet wood off of this, all the wood off the pallet, sorry, and I'm going to use it on that. So I'm going to take all of the wood off it today, put some compost down, and then it'll be ready to go when we can do so. So yeah, should be a good day. So this is why it's really important actually, I think, to go through your shed before the season starts, because I actually found the like holder for the dome thing that I had, which meant that I could empty this out, this box, which also meant I had somewhere to put these little bits in. And now I can have my mushroom crate back, because that was really good for cleaning stuff, like putting veg in it and give it a clean before I take it home. So I do want to keep one of them clean, or clear, just before I build kind of like my wash station. And I found so many pegs that they actually fit into one of these packaging. So I know I don't need to buy probably any more for quite some time. It also meant that I found out where this is from and what's it called. So because I really want to get another one of these just for next year. They were so good for covering things up. So yeah, I might try and grab another one of those. But you can kind of see now why I don't really want this shelving in here, because it doesn't actually hold as much as you'd probably think, or what I actually need it to hold. So I'm wondering if I can find on like Marketplace or something. Hopefully you can still hear me with the trains. But I'm hoping I might be able to find some old like cabinets, like kitchen cabinets maybe, to put under here, to put some like cupboards in. Or just some shelves will be fine, but I thought cupboards might look quite nice. And then I can put like an actual shelf all the way across here, so I can do like some potting and things. Or do like writing. If the weather's really bad, I can come down here and just write. I just thought it'd be really nice. So yeah, I just feel like the shelves just in here don't work. It's really hard to get stuff. The shelves actually here are too big for what I need it to. So yeah, it just doesn't work. I can always just put some shelves in the corner if I need shelves. So yeah, I just feel like it'll look nicer, and I feel like it will probably hopefully last a few more years. So I will also share a little toxic trait with you all that I have, and it is keeping everything because I can't bear anything to go to waste. So I think we're gonna have to make a huge cut. Like, things like this I want to keep because if I'm kneeling, if I need to kneel for anything, it's really good to just like, I used it a lot last year actually. It's really good to just stick on the floor. But things like this, I just need to take the screw out and then they can get chucked, I think, unless anyone can tell me why I should keep them. Probably things like this I will keep, and like sizes like this one I will keep those ones, I think. But yeah, things like why am I keeping this? Like, what's it good for? I really really, Rasheen, is that really necessary? So yeah, we're gonna make a big coal today, I think. Like, these wellies, they need to go because I kept them just in case, but they've actually got a big crack in them, so they're gonna go. I may try and give these a bit of a spruce up because these are perfectly fine and they're actually so nice, and I think they may be my size, but I don't really want to put my foot in it until we check for spiders because yeah, it's full in there. So yeah, we're gonna do a big coal today as well. All of this has come out. All of this has come out. Big bag of rubbish needs to go to the dump, and a couple of other things. I think I'm going to get rid of this hay because I did use it for the strawberries. However, it turned into a bit of a nightmare and I don't know if it's worth the ag. So I think I'm just going to put it over with the other bits. I may put the veg truck as well, I think that's what it's called, over in the sharing place because I have got my wicker one now. It is at home, but I think kind of once I've got this sorted, I'll bring it over with me and do it that way. So yeah, and see if anyone else wants that one. Slight issue, didn't think of, this is actually screwed to the wall. So it's screwed up here and it's screwed on every single run, which is probably the best option to have done. However, I'm not going to be able to move it today. The one thing I don't have is a screwdriver, which I don't understand why I don't have it, why I don't have one here. I've got so many screwdrivers at home. I've got a hammer here. I've got so much, but the one thing I don't have is a screwdriver. So I may need to get a little toolkit for here actually. But we're going to give it a good clean up, and then at least we've given it all a good tidy. I'm going to giving the floor a big sweep as well. Get it all nice and tidy. So hopefully next time all I need to do is remove everything, take them out, put in the cabinet, and we're good to go. So 2 things. Number 1 is, one of the big things to clear out is because I've been looking for these for about 18 months now, and I've just found them in a pot that I pick scissors out from every single week. Number 2, you should probably have more fear than I do because I've just spotted this on my scissors. Well, a pair of shears that I found that I didn't even know I had. So I should probably have more fear than I do at the allotment. Okay, so much better. I'm so happy with that. I know it probably looks a little bit messy still, but I kind of feel like I know where everything is as well and what's in what. So yeah, much better. It just feels like cleaner as well on the floor. I got rid of some of the equipment as well. I had a spare one of these and a spare rake, so I got rid of those just because the other one was even shorter than this, and they just hurt my back too much to use it. So if I'm not going to use it, I've got one anyway. I just thought there's no point. And I actually have another one at home, so I do need to give these a little bit of a brush down, these 2 and that one. But everything I've taken out, I kind of gave a brush over as well and just give it like a really good clean up. It just made a bit of a difference. So I do want to take my strimmer home as well and give that a bit of a clean. I'm going to do one more strim today of just like where it was wet last time. It's still quite like patchy, so I'm going to hopefully go over that again today. Just a quick update as well on this bed. So for this season, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch any of the ground again. What I'm actually going to do is these paving slabs I want coming up, and I'm going to put like grass seed down anyway there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them up, and I'm actually going to put them just here for now, and then hopefully I can find some more as well, and I can do the same over this side. I just feel like it'll be so much better. Alternatively, I can go down the middle as well. That would work just as well. So it will just give me a place to kind of put my foot in, and it will just, I just feel like if I'm trying to create a whole new bed, we're in March now, we go away in April, so I don't want to give myself too much work and then not have any time to actually do any like planting or anything like that. So that is the plan. I'll probably go just straight down the middle if I'm honest. Okay, so I've got about an hour left, so I thought just before I go, what I'm going to do is I want to take this pallet up, but I want to kind of like take the wood apart now as I'm kind of taking it up, and then I can kind of put that over here, and then if I've got time, just give this a little bit of a tidy really. But I did go and get some compost, just because if I'm going to take this up, I'm not quite sure with the cardboard underneath, it looks quite dry, so I need to give it a bit of a water, and then I can put the compost down, because I don't really want the kind of cardboard kind of going away, but like flying away and things. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all of this up, put some compost down, even just like a thin layer, and then hopefully that will just kind of keep it squished. Okay, so slight issue. The wood is already so cracked in a lot of places that it's actually really hard to kind of get them out without them splitting. I managed to get one out, however, it did also split at the end when I was trying to get the nails out. So I do think this, I'm just gonna have to like cut my losses with it almost, and just like let it be, and get rid of it, unfortunately. Bit of a waste, but I may even try and keep some of the wood and use it as a little bit of like kindling, for when I've got my kettle for over here in the summer and things. So I'll see if I can do that, but I'm going to move it and get the compost down, just so that the bed is done and it looks nice and tidy. You're also probably thinking I've made such a mistake by leaving this edge really messy. The reason I have done it is because long term I kind of want to make this into a bit of like a, almost like a wild meadowy patch, and I think it'll be quite nice to have it where the edges aren't so like strict. So I've also left this patch here because that is actually the ground is really high at this corner, so I'm hoping if I leave it, it'll kind of level off in itself. But yeah, back to this edge, I kind of just want to leave the edges to just become really natural, and it all kind of like build into one. And then last but not least, before I go, I just want to give this a little bit of tidy up, and I kind of just want to see if any of the rats have kind of gone into that. If they haven't, I am actually going to take the bags and I'm going to put them into the shed just for this weekend, because someone kindly messaged in the comment section to say make sure you pick these up off the floor because of the rats, and I just completely didn't even think of it. And we do get rats that go along this back bit, which is why I've kind of put this like scaffolding board here just for now, but I just didn't think of it with the bags. know what, I actually might take this home and use it to put some bulbs in. I think it might be quite nice for some like tulips. I think it might be quite sweet. Okay, that felt super productive. All of the stuff that I've taken out, like how did all of that fit in there? I just don't understand it. But nothing contained any rat's nest, which is good. I probably just caught it in time, if I'm honest. So I think this is done. Honestly, I'm gonna keep the roof because the roof is like really good, really sturdy. So I'm hoping I can take that off and kind of just build something underneath it, like to the same size, but you can just see all the wood is just completely rotten. There's just no point, and I feel like I'm just gonna have to redo it in the long run anyway. So hopefully we can just take the roof off and reuse that again. What I want to be able to do is be able to get to all of this stuff behind, because I want all the blue piping for this year. So I'm going to try and build like one of the hooped things. So yeah, I need to be able to get to that. So I kind of want this to either go onto the side here. But yeah, so this is like kind of the plan. I want to bring that to this side and then build maybe like a nice seating area here and like my hammock again. So yeah, I'm going to put this in the polytunnel for now. And hopefully nothing will be able to get in it for the next week or so. And then I just need to take all of this apart. So when I've got the screwdriver, I'll be able to come and take all of this off. And then what I want to do is reuse these corners things for the fruit cage roof. So if I can get them off, that'll be great, because there's 4 and I actually need 4, which will be absolutely perfect. So save me buying any more stuff. So that'll be good.